Hello everybody, my name is Luke Mar and this is Hot Mode, and today we are going to be getting into the red carpet from the InStyle Awards for 2019. Now I know that this doesn't really seem like it's super important or something that you should actually care about, but honestly there are some of your faves up on this red carpet. I mean, the girls from Euphoria, you have Zendaya, Demie, Hunter Schafer, Storm Reid. There's so many good people to be talking about, so I thought it was important that we just discuss. Now, before we get any further into the video, if you guys are looking for a channel that talks about fashion in the most fun, sassy, bitchy, analytical way, this is it. You can go down below, hit the subscribe button, and turn on my post notifications. I mean, like, what do you have to lose? You're already here. And if you guys want to see more from me, you can follow me on Instagram at Hot Mode. I post some pretty poppin' fashion memes, and my Instagram stories always have the best fashion news and gossip you need to know. And if you want to see even more from me, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Hot Mess. I post more of my personal outfits and opinions, so enjoy. So yes, let's get right into this whole red carpet. First up, we have Alex Morgan. I know that she is a soccer player from what I'm understanding. Unfortunately, this is not a very sporting look for the event. I just really need to know, like, it's not even about her. Like, it's not even about her. Who put that together? Like, who really said, oh, I'm gonna do this pink sash with this red awful romper or dress or whatever the fuck that is with this belt? Like, it looks like a fucked up Miss America pageant gone wrong. It's just very offensive. I think the fabric, that taffeta, is terrible. I guess the shoes match. Claps for that, but this poor woman, how dare they? This is an award show and this is what you're gonna send somebody out in. Disgusting, as we would say. Next up is a Euphoria favorite, Demie. Now, Demie is wearing Rodarte. She is quite in with the sisters Loewe, who actually run Rodarte. Alexa was actually featured in their Spring-Summer 2020 lookbook, and like the images are superb, like Maddie just in Rodarte is a moment. We stan. I think this moment is less so amazing. It is a bodycon black leather gown, and there is quite a long train with these ruffles of leather. And now, while I appreciate it, I think it is very, very Rodarte. I think the ruffles, I think, you know, the leather. There are definitely some Rodarte-isms in there. I don't think it works. I don't think it's terribly flattering. Like, yes, does it fit her body? Absolutely. But is it anything crazy, over the top, amazing that we love and stan? No. The other thing I wonder is, do these award shows actually tell celebrities and stylists what the background is going to look like? Because I would never wear black if the whole background is going to be black, because guess what? You're never going to see what I'm wearing. So I don't know if that's a thing, but if it's not, it should be. They really should be letting people know. Otherwise, they're going to fuck them up and make them look like this. Next up is Amandla Stenberg, and they're wearing Gucci, and honestly, I just have to do like a quick double check on this Gucci look, because that whole Gucci collection, I believe it was fall 2019, I like blanked it out of my mind. Like, I don't remember it. There was like severed Mickey Mouse heads and like weird BDSM masks. I wasn't into remembering it. So I pulled up the look. Yeah, wasn't great then, isn't great now. I think it's good that she lost the tights. I think it makes it a little bit more cohesive, but I don't know. I think that the tie around the boobs, I know that it was probably designed to be like asymmetrical and wonky and fucked up, but like that doesn't help. I think, you know, the swirly, rainbowy print could be nice, and I think if you match it with the green sleeves, it could be pretty, you know, safe, a good little option, but I think that the tie right here is not helpful whatsoever. It just is strange, out of place. I don't understand. Their boobs look lopsided, and like, listen, nobody wants a lopsided boob, okay? It's just the truth. Yeah, I also just don't think the styling, like that bag is like Tiffany's blue, which like doesn't help with the seafoam green of the dress, and then the pink shoe, like, there's just a lot going on. We need that to not be going on. Next up is Amber Valetta in Loewe. Now, if you guys don't know, I am low-key standing Loewe currently. So this leather dress, I feel like I do love the bodice. I love the stretch of the leather. I love that little diamond in the middle, but the skirt is where it loses me. I don't know, it just like doesn't create a shape. It hits the hips and then it just falls straight down and it's like, ooh, you know, hips. Where are the hips? Where did they go? I don't know what's going on, you know, from like mons pubis down, and I would like to know. I'd like to know where her legs are. I'd love to see that if possible. The torso, obsessed. Love. Skirt, on some bullshit, as we would say. Next up is Christy Turlington, and she is wearing Marc Jacobs. Now, I know that this is a Marc Jacobs runway look, which gives me anxiety because if this is what Marc Jacobs is going to turn into, I will be very upset and offended. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a very safe option for Christy. I know that she was going for Activist of the Year, from what I understand. I think that the leopard print bag should be burned, most definitely be burned. And I think that, you know, the little shiny flakes in the green dress aren't really that helpful. I just don't think it's a good dress. To me, if you're gonna wear Marc Jacobs, and she wore the finale look from that Marc Jacobs collection, why didn't she wear that? Like, why didn't she do a part 2 of the remix? Well, like, where was that? We should have got that, not boring me gown. Ugh, yeah. If you're gonna try, I know this isn't like the biggest event, not everybody's looking at it, but like if you're gonna do it, at least do it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, like, show up in jeans and a t-shirt and I can be like, okay, Christy Turlington, she's an activist, moving on, great. Next up is Connie Briton, and she is wearing Jonathan Simkhai, and honestly, I like this. I think this is nice. I don't love the off the shoulder, and I know that I am an absolute hypocrite when I say off the shoulder I don't love, but I was gonna say it's different, but it's really not. So yes, I'm a hypocrite, whatever, let's move on. I love this print, I love this little paisley, and it's like a bunch of paisley scarves, like all, you know, sewn together. I love the sleeves, I think they're super nice. I do just wish that the neckline either was like totally off the shoulder. I just don't think like the one side looks great. And also, like, when I wore my off the shoulder look, I didn't have a whole ass sleeve, so keep that in mind. I just wish it was symmetrical. You know, that's me. But honestly, other than that, I really love this dress. It's very simple, it's very effective. Honestly, you could make this dress yourself probably. Obviously not as well as Jonathan Simkhai, but like, it's definitely doable. I really appreciate it, I love it. Scarf dresses for the win in 2020, I'm hoping. Next up is Dove Cameron, and she's wearing Alice McCall, who I don't actually know. And from this dress, I'd like to stay not knowing her. I don't know, it's just like a printed, you know, draped dress with a little floaty hem, and it's printed in like these old-timey like colonial prints. And like, listen, I love fall as much as the next girl. The colors change, they look beautiful, great. I don't want to see it on a dress unless it's really, really superb, and this is not really, really superb, you know what I mean? Listen, Disney is one of the richest companies in the world, and you can't afford a better dress than that? I have questions. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like boring and basic, and honestly, like, listen, babe, if you want to get into the game, if you want to be taken seriously, because like, listen, you can't do Disney movies for forever, I would say start to like step it up, start to like get there, start to like pull a Rowan Blanchard. Listen, at least with Rowan Blanchard, it's like, I don't know what the fuck she's wearing, but at least I know it's something different, it's something crazy, it's something over the top. She's transitioning out of her Disney girl phase. Dove Cameron's still there. We need to pull her out of that. Next up is Ellen Pompeo, and she is wearing Martin Grant. I do like the asymmetry of the one shoulder. I respect it. The color could definitely work. Do I think having vertical stripes all up and down your body is helping you whatsoever? Absolutely not. It literally looks like a big top circus just dyed yellow. It's not cute. It's not helpful. They're so big. They're so over the top. They're gonna create different dimensions of the body from every single angle that you look at it with. It's just not the look, and I would hope, Martin Grant, you figure that out soon. Ellen Pompeo, do I appreciate you, you know, taking a little bit of a step out? Yes, absolutely. Good for you. But please take a gigantic step back in, because this is not it. This is not the look. She's nice. Next up is Hunter Schafer in Rick Owens. Now, it's very rare that you see a Rick Owens look on a red carpet. Like, it is very rare. So the fact that Hunter Schafer is wearing it means that she low-key is that bitch, and the fashion industry really, really loves her, just so you know. Now, the dress, very simple. It was based on the whole Larry Legaspi aesthetic. It was from the fall 2019 collection. Am I obsessed with it? No. Do I think Hunter pulls it off where a lot of people could? Definitely not. Yes. I feel like there were better looks from that collection that she could have worn, and I feel like I will insert those here. So let's focus on that from now on. Do I love the shoes? Absolutely. They're so Rick. They're so ridiculous. They're so over the top. I stan. I actually don't mind the asymmetry of the flounce at the top on the neckline. I don't know if I love the asymmetry of the flounce like coming down through the hip and waist. I just, But honestly, it could have been a lot more offensive than it is, so I will give credit where credit is due. This could have been a hot fucking disaster, and I honestly think it's because it's Hunter Schafer and she knows how to pull off a look. Next up is Jameela Jamil, and she's wearing Prabal Gurung, and it looks like newspaper clippings all like sewn or hot glued onto a bodice. It looks like a Project Runway outfit.
It is kind of an uh-oh.
It's just not cute. It's not attractive. I never want to wear this out and about. And I feel like I've read that Jameela Jamil doesn't have a stylist, and maybe this is the precursor to saying, ooh, this is ugly. Maybe I should get a stylist. I know people want to talk about The Good Place, but like, we're not in it, especially not wearing that. Next up is January Jones, and she's wearing Rodarte, and I feel like this is the leather Rodarte moment we were looking for. Is it something I love? No, but I do think that it works. I think the frilly little neckline is very Rodarte. I think the big shoulders are very Rodarte as well from the fall 2019 collection. And then I think the swag slit is also very Rodarte. Do I love it? Absolutely not. It really is not my personal taste. But I do think that this hits the Rodarte isms that are Rodarte. And so I'm not gonna be like, oh God, this is so ugly, it's so vile. Because I don't really feel that way. I do feel like it fits her well, it looks fine. It has the Rodarte aesthetics, and it's in leather, which like isn't always the easiest fabric to work with. So next up is Jennifer Garner. She's wearing a black suit with a white button down. Listen, it's a black suit with a white button down. What am I supposed to say?
Wow, it's so beautiful. Oh my God, it's so wonderful.
Oh my God, it's so disgusting. Oh, vile, disgusting, ugly.
No, I mean, it's a black suit with a white button down. What do you want me to say? Next up is Jessica Alba, and she's wearing Dior, and like, look at that fucking waist. Does it exist? Does the waist exist? I know Lindsay Lohan said the limit does not exist, but does the waist? Obviously not. Yeah, no, it's, oof, God. Like, that fabric is semi-okay. It's very, you know, rain jacket-esque. And it could work, and I mean, there is a lot of pleating in there, but like Maria Grazia puts a fucking belt on a waist, like right below the boobs too. It's like, it's not like, literally, it's like, the belt is here. Like, the belt is to hold the boobs up. You don't wear a bra, you just wear a belt. It's just not attractive. It's not cute. It's not wonderful. I don't know why, like, why anybody would make this and then send it out and, oh God, I know. I understand where you're coming from. I understand you're upset. I can see you all screaming at the TV as we're doing this, but like, what do you want me to do about it? Next up is Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and she is wearing Brandon Maxwell, and she won like Style Icon of the Year. Where? Now, I understand people love a Veep, but like, listen, it's a silver fucking cocktail dress. Where's that Style Icon award coming from? I don't understand. It's also Brandon Maxwell, so I mean, obviously it's shitty fucking fabric that you don't even appreciate because he can't actually design anything. Brandon Maxwell is the new Maria Grazia. Look at that. Yeah, it's just not, it's not great. It's not interesting. It's not something we care about or want to discuss. And so, yeah, somebody tell me where the Style Icon of the Year award is coming in, because again, still lost. Next up is Kiki Layne, and she is wearing Kate Spade by Nicola Glass. Yeah, it's kind of boring. I don't know, like, so Kiki won the Style Star Award, and like, I want to like Kiki Layne, but I just don't know if she's ever like had a look that's like, oh my God, this is so great and so wonderful. You know what I mean? This to me is very like basic, boring. To me, it's literally just like a pink bodice and a purple skirt. And I don't know, am I supposed to like be wowed by that? Am I supposed to be like, oh God, this is so beautiful, this is so wonderful? Listen, I want to like people, I want to enjoy things, but like, It's not that enjoyable, and I don't understand why she won Style Star. I don't get it. I'm lost. I've been covering Kiki Layne for a while now, and like, she just hasn't served a look. I'm not saying that that's her fault necessarily because, I mean, have you looked at the fashion industry? But this is not warranting of anything great or amazing or wonderful. And like, also, it's Kate Spade. Like, Kate Spade doesn't have terrible collections. She could have worn something more interesting, a coat with a skirt, or I don't know, a pant, or something. It doesn't always have to be a fucking gigantic ball gown. Next up is Kirsten Dunst in Rodarte. Again, it's Rodarte. Like, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I think it is very Rodarte, like the rainbow little tears on the bottom. I think you could totally have done without the bow on the waist, most definitely. And then it's like a glittery bodice and like bow strap. I don't, like, it's ugly. There's no doubt, you know, there's no doubt it's ugly, but it is Rodarte. And so, I mean, at this point, it's kind of like, is Rodarte just ugly or is it just Rodarte? Like, how do we qualify it? You know what I mean? Like, their aesthetic is this over the top, super girly, like ridiculous, like vomit of Claire's boutique. So is that good because it's Rodarte and that's the aesthetic, or is it just ugly and we're just missing it? I don't know at this point. I'm losing my mind over it. It's an ugly dress, but it's Rodarte, and I don't know where we stand on that. It's like Gucci. Like, it's ugly, but it's Gucci, and it's meant to be ugly, and I don't know if Rodarte is meant to be ugly like Gucci, and so here we are. I'm having a dilemma and a mental breakdown about it. Next up is Lana Condor. I don't know who she's wearing. I do like this print, and I do like this color on her. I think it's actually really, really nice. I think it's shiny, it's very floral, I think it's really, really sweet. I do really, really like it. Do I love the cut? No. I just feel like I wish it was pulled up more. I wish that like there wasn't as much cleavage going on because I feel like it just goes like a straight line right across the boobs and isn't like super sexy and cute. But I do really like the print. I do really like the style. I think that it, you know, nips her waist really nice in, and then it's very like 1950s Dior new look silhouette. Very chic, very sexy. The neckline is called a straight across, and I just don't know if this straight across is like the perfect thing for her. I feel like maybe a sweetheart would be better, or maybe a bit of an off the shoulder, but I just don't think this straight across cut is her cup of tea. Next up is Laura Harrier, and she is wearing Brandon Maxwell. She's wearing a look from the most recent Spring/Summer 2020 collection, which honestly I think is his best collection to date, but also like, yeah, I think she looks good here. It's a little bandeau top and a little sarong skirt with a high slit. She looks good. She's a skinny, gorgeous girl. Obviously, it's gonna look good on her. Is it basic as fuck and has no interesting style, sensibilities, aesthetics, referencing? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. It is so boring, so basic, so tired, so old. But does she look good? Yeah. Next up is Law Roach. Now I know Zendaya is in this photo, but we're just gonna forget that for a second. He is wearing Givenchy Haute Couture, and I am obsessed. I love this print. I love this beautiful cape poncho experience. It is so beautiful. It is so wonderful. It is so just like superb. Now, Law was winning Stylist of the Year from the InStyle Awards, which I 100% agree that he deserves. Now, he also has some connection to Givenchy. If you guys don't know, he is the stylist of Ariana Grande, who had a whole Givenchy, I don't know if it's campaign or if it's a editor, I don't know anymore. But so he was very instrumental in that brokering of the Ariana Grande Givenchy experience. So it's not shocking to see him wearing Givenchy Haute Couture. I just think nobody would ever like expect it because you never think like a stylist would show up and show out. But that's Law Roach's game, is to show up and show out. So we have him with Zendaya matching in the Givenchy Haute Couture looks, which I live for. I live, yeah. I'm just very happy. This makes me so joyful. I posted it on my Instagram stories because I just was so happy. Like, Law deserves the world. I love this look. I love this print. It's so beautiful. It's so simple. Clear white colors. Givenchy Haute Couture is good. Ready to wear might be shit, but like the couture is good. And you know, I'm happy with that. So I'll take this, run with it, live for it, live by it, live vicariously through it. Like, I will live it all, okay? Next up is MJ Rodriguez, and she is wearing Jean Paul Gaultier. And I love MJ Rodriguez, like mother of the House of Evangelista. I live. She has yet to serve a look, unfortunately, and I don't really think that's her fault. And like, the other thing is, it's like, this is Jean Paul Gaultier. Like, why did they not give her some amazing, crazy, gorgeous, beautiful, or even simple yet effective Jean Paul Gaultier? But like, this gown, which looks like it has been mishmashed, turned around, and like gone through one of those car crushers and like packed it into like little it's so vile. Like the copper and the silver and the black, it's like, just make a copper dress, or just make a black dress, or just make a silver dress. Like, there's no need to mash them all together in this like weird recycled metal, you know, art project that is this dress. It's just ugly and sad and hurtful, and I'm offended for MJ. Like, she looks gorgeous, but the dress is just blah, blah, blah. It's like, the fabric isn't even double-sided. You know what I mean? You can look in there and see copper on the front, black on the back. Why can't you just have all copper? I'm confused. Why can't you just have all black? I'm confused. Next up is Natasha Lyonne, and she is wearing Rodarte, and this is a Rodarte look I can get behind. Yes, does it look like very Gucci? Yeah, but I think that Rodarte and Gucci kind of like mix in that very like flowery, you know, chiffon, organza kind of experience. I love the sleeves. I think it's really, really great. I think the color is perfect. She is paler, so I'm about it, and I think it really pops with her hair as well. Again, don't love the belt. I wish maybe the dress was a bit more fitted, but honestly, I think the little scarf that comes down in the front is like perfect and so chic. I love the little frills on the end of the sleeves. Love the dress. I love the way it falls. I love the frills on the bottom. Like, I just think it's a nice, very simple dress. Next up is Olivia Culpo in Dior. I like the jacket. I really, really do. I think it's very simple. I think it's very chic. I really like the color. I do wish the pants matched. I don't know why nobody can just match a fucking pant to a jacket. I'm still lost on the process. I think the bag is very Lady Dior. I think the shoes are very Maria Grazia. Luckily, it doesn't say J'adore Dior all over it. I can be grateful for that. I do love that collar though. I think it's so beautiful yet so simple. Like, if you're going for a collar, that's the one. And I feel like this collar also could be very like motherly and could be seen as older, but I feel like she really like makes it young and chic and effective. And I love and I stan. Next up is Storm Reid, and she's wearing Mulberry. I really feel like the bodice is actually, you know, something I could deal with. I like the little halter. I like the little collar. I like the little sleeveless moment. I think that's very chic, very effective. But then you hit the waist and it's just like, bam, feathers in your face. And it's like, okay, listen, I love a feather, but like, maybe don't punch me in the face or punch me in the hip, punch me in the waist with the feathers. You know what I mean? It's like they literally just like chopped off her torso and was like, bam, Big Bird's blue brother, like squish it together. I just don't get that. I don't understand why we can't just, you know, subtly ombre feathers in or subtly do something, but like, just having this like sawn in half body experience really just gives me anxiety. It's like there's no real like work or effort or trying to like make this something interesting or wonderful. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's talk about Zendaya. Zendaya is wearing Givenchy Haute Couture. I love this. She has these cute little cigarette pants on that are so chic. And then this jacket. Now, obviously it is asymmetrical, but I think because it's so asymmetrical, it works. I really do love the asymmetry of this off the shoulder neckline. I think it's very chic. I love that one side sort of points up, but also I feel like I would have been happy if it was just off the shoulder and there were two straps as well. So either way, I feel like I could have been pretty solid with this. I love the way that there really is this sculptural aspect of the waist and the hips. I feel like the hem at the bottom that is frayed really like adds a little bit of youthfulness to it. Yeah, I just feel like it's a really, really stellar look. I feel like if you're gonna go for architecture on top, a really slim, sleek pant is a really, really great way to accentuate that and let that be the star of the show, because that's all you need. Next up, Janet Mock, and she is wearing Rosie Asulin. I love Rosie Asulin, and I love this high-waisted skirt. I really think it's beautiful. I really think it creates this amazing shape that we don't often see, and I love that there is this two-piece experience going on, because I really, really do love a two-piece skirt and top. But I don't know if I love the print of the top. I feel like maybe if we'd had a different color, it could have been a little bit better. And I love that it's kind of high-low, so it's really short in the top and then sort of falls down. And I feel like maybe if it was in the same fabric or if it was, you know, in maybe a just solid color, it could have been a little bit more effective. But I also know that Rosie Saloon likes to pair sort of crazy styles together. So in reality, I do like the idea of it. I just wish that the top had sort of complemented the skirt a lot more because the skirt is the main show. But love Janet Mock for even like taking the risk because most of these girls will not. So that is the end of my InStyle Awards 2019 red carpet review. I'd love to know all of your guys' opinions on any of the celebrities there. Some were great, some were not great. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video and TTYL.